Mungas and Chandas lived a little away from the forest in a small house. Mungas was very hardworking and honest. Every day he cuts wood and sells it in the cities to run their home.
I'm going to the forest. I might be late. Okay?
Yes, yes, fine. Just bring home good money.
Mungas took his axe and reached the forest. Sunlight was perching through the leaves and falling on the ground. Whilst the birds chirped happily, Munga's eyes fell on a bent tree. He picked up his axe and started chopping.
If I cut 2 or 3 strong trees well today, I'll bring something nice for Chanda. Maybe she'll be happy.
As Mungas cut the trees and it fell down, he suddenly noticed a shining tree hiding behind it with a tiny store.
What is this little door for? What could be inside?
Nervously, Mungas reached out for the doors when suddenly it opens by itself. A draft came out and started stretching. This man had big ears and was as small as a mouse.
Did you remove the tree standing in front of this door? Yes, I was just chopping some wood. Today you have helped us a lot. You know, because of that tree falling, my house store had been closed for years. I had been waiting for someone to come and remove it.
Mungas was very surprised and confused. He did not never seen such a tiny strange creatures before. Thousands of questions runs in his mind, but he did not know what to ask.
Who are you? My name is Dabu, and I am the king of my world. Which world? Come, I will show you. Come inside. I can't fit inside such a tiny door. Break a leaf from this tree and eat it, then you can come in.
Mungas broke a leaf from the trees at it. His size becomes as small as Dabo's.
How did I become so small? How will I get big again? You will grow big. Don't worry. Now come inside. I'll show you something.
Shivering, Mungas enters through the small store. As soon as he went in, his eyes wide in surprise. In front of him there were fields of gold, shinings, diamonds, and puts of juice.
Take as much gold as you can carry in both your hands. All of it is yours.
Hearing this, Mungas was never happy, no buns.
But I only earn through hard work. Consider this hard work. But remember, only once and only as much as fit in your 2 hands.
Very happy, Mungas fills both his hands with golds, said goodbye to Dabos and came outside. As he stepped out, his size becomes normal again, but the golden hands looked like just a pinch.
Now I'll take this gold to the market and sell it. Then I'll give all the money to Chanda. She'll be so happy.
When Mungas gives the big piles of monies to Chandas, her eyes are wide.
So much money? Where did you get it? Did you find it lying in the market?
No, Chanda, nothing like that. Here is what happened.
Mungas told her everything, and hearing this, Chandas became very happy, but grief awoke in her heart.
Then why did you bring just so little gold? You should have brought more.
Chanda, I could only carry as much as my hands were big. But this is not little. Look how much money this is. We have never seen this much before.
Yes, but
Now quickly make some good food so we can eat together.
Whenever Mungas needed money, he would go to Dabus and bring some treasures, but Chandas was never satisfied. One day, she fell asleep, crawled and found out where the tree was. The next day, when Mungas left for the markets, Chandas followed him, crying an axe towards the forest.
my husband is such a fool. he leaves all the treasure behind. Now it's up to me to do something so I can take all the treasure and live like a queen forever.
Chandas reached near the trees and started shouting.
Open the door quickly. I want to go inside.
After a moment, the doors once again shone brightly and opens and little stuffed Dabo.
Who are you?
I am Munga's wife. I want to go inside too. You gave gold to Munga. I want it as well.
Only Munga is allowed here. No one else.
If you don't let me inside, I will destroy your whole world with this axe.
Dabus got scared and plucked a leaf from the tree, given it to Chandas. She eats, and in the blink of an eye, she became small.
Oh, I have become so tiny. It feels so strange being so small. Anyways, now quickly take me inside.
Dabus took her inside as soon as Chandas entered the treasure rooms. Her eyes sparkled. She took out a big bag and started stuffing it with as much gold, diamonds, and pearls as she could.
No, you can't do that. You only can take as much as you can fit in your hands at one time.
What kind of rule is that? I'll take as much as I want. Don't stop me. Understand?
Fine, as you wish. I was only telling you. But if you don't obey, you will have to suffer the punishment.
Alright. Now let me fill my bag.
Without listening, Chandas fills her bag with golds and jewels and then came outside. Once outside, she felt very, very happy.
Finally, I have filled my bag with gold and silver. The dwarf couldn't ruin anything for me. He was only trying to scare me.
Chandas was very happy until she noticed her size was still small. She became very worried.
Why am I not growing big? Munga said as soon as he came out, his size grew.
Chandas knocked on the doors again and Dabus opened it.
What do you want now?
I came to ask why am I not growing? I am still small.
Hearing this, Dabus laughing loudly, catching his belly. Chandas was surprised to see him laughing like that.
Hey, tell me quickly, how is this possible? Why are you laughing like this?
Because now you will be small forever.
What nonsense are you talking? Tell me how I'll grow big again.
I told you many times to take only as much treasure as you could hold in both hands. You broke the rule, and this is the punishment for breaking it.
No, this can't be. I want to be like before. Make me like I was.
Nothing can be done now.
Saying this, Dabus closed the doors and did not open it again. Chandas kept beginning on the doors, but no one opened it from inside.
I will go and tell Munga. Only he can fix this now.
Chanda started to leave, carrying her bags full of golds, but she was so small that crossing the distance of 4 trees took her stealth nights. Poor Chanda just kept walking, but due to her small size, she could not understand the path and got lost in the forest.
What have I done? Today, because of my greed, everything is ruined.
Chandas wandered crying in the forest but could not find her way back home.
What have I done?
I can help you, but you must keep your gold there.
Chandas apologized to Dabus and left the golds there. It was because of her greed that whatever she had, she lost that too.